Monday, everybody. Welcome to the Brownwood Lions Coaches Show here on KOXC. I am Derek Stuckley, along with Brownwood Lions head football coach, athletic director Sammy Burnett. It's a busy Monday and a busy week, sir.
Boy, is it. It was a busy last week, too.
That's true. It's the busy time of year.
It is definitely the busy time of the year.
Well, let's start with your weekend. Did you have a good weekend?
I did have a good weekend. Unfortunately, I attended a funeral, but it gave me an opportunity to see my brothers and sister-in-law. My sister and brother-in-law and brother, so got to spend a little bit of time with them. All in all, the weather was good and had a good weekend.
All right. Well, let's recap what happened last week, and then we'll move into this week.
Sure. Let's go back to golf. Our boys' golf team played at Llano, finished third overall. Hudson Reagan Llano won first place as an individual, and Slade Espinosa followed him and won second place individual, a 74 and a 79, I think it was, which was good. The two-time defending state champion from Wimberley was there. He wound up getting got third behind Slade and Hudson. So congratulations to the boys golf team. Sir was not there; he was sick, so one of our big guns wasn't able to attend. Maybe with him there, an opportunity to finish higher. The boys track team ran at Weatherford, which was a phenomenal track meet. I mean, Aledo and Euless Trinity and a bunch of the big schools were there. Coach said our kids performed well. Ty Savage did well in the open events, 100, 200. Had a lot of kids do well. I wish I had some stats for you, but it was so crazy with the track meet. Their standings were mixed up. Like Ty Savage was second in, I think, the 200 and showed him as 12th. And we had a young man that finished last, and he got second. So their results were messed up bad. So I don't really have any good results other than the fact that our coaches spoke highly of our kids and the way they ran and the way they went out and competed. So I'm proud of them for that. They'll be running again later this week in Abilene. Our girls softball team went to Llano and played a really stout, strong Llano team. They were not fortunate in that game to be successful, so they're 1-1 for the season. But hopefully they'll bounce back today. They're playing right now against Merkel, so see if they can get back in the win column. Boys and girls soccer traveled to Little River Academy and a combined score of 17-2.
A lot of scoring.
Yeah, a lot of scoring. Girls winning 9-1, and the boys won 8-1. And what stuck out with me in that is Noah Barron consistently scored goals for our boys. He had 5 goals in one game. That's sort of a phenomenal feat for soccer. So congratulations to him and what he's doing to lead the boys to victory. Baseball scrimmage wall, I think it turned out to be 8-5 them. But it's hard to tell with scrimmages. It's basically a glorified practice against another team. Wall always has a very good program. Baseball thought they did some good things, but when you're mixing in different kids in different spots and pitchers only pitching a certain amount of time and just hitting your numbers, we don't really worry about the score. So proud of that. The James Crow alumni game and the whole afternoon was successful. A lot of people showed up, a lot of participation. Again, I didn't get to attend that because I had a family funeral to attend. But all the pictures I saw and all the people I talked to really had a fun time. Thought it was a neat thing, and to have the opportunity to give that the proceeds of that to the Crow alumni game to the foundation for the scholarships, I think is really big in honor of James Crow. So all in all, I thought it was a really good weekend.
Mm-hmm. Well, for a Monday, it's a pretty hectic Monday today.
It is a hectic Monday. We got the golf tournament finishing up right now. We had a boys group there. Playing. You can call them a JV if you want to, but like I said before, we're going to try to take 2 teams to the district golf tournament. So we had one group stay and play there. We have another group heading to Lubbock for the regional preview. That'll be on Thursday and Friday, or Friday, Saturday. Sorry, let me see, make sure I'm right. That's going to be Thursday, Friday is when that is, if I'm not mistaken. But we have a group heading to that. But we have softball starting at 4:30 against Merkel here. You can watch that girls varsity play at 4:30, and then you can skip over to the baseball diamond and watch the boys. They're going to play the JV game at 4:30 and the varsity game at 7. That'll be against San Angelo Lakeview, and that'll be their first game of the year, first true game of the year for them. Again, girls and boys golf today out at Brownwood Country Club. Then tomorrow we're hosting the girls will host Lampasas at 4:30 and 6 at Gordonwood Stadium. Our boys will travel to Lampasas and play over there at 7. And then we also have a bi-district basketball game against Lubbock Estacada at 6 o'clock at Colorado City. Estacada won that district over there. But what I hear, they're extremely fast. They're going to have some athletic guys. Our kids have been practicing hard. We're the underdog, but there's a reason why you play those games and why we're traveling over there to watch them, to support them. Hopefully they come away and steal a district by-district championship from Lubbock Estacada, who's what I understand is a pretty strong team. But our kids will play well and play hard, and hopefully we can come up with a victory then.
Yeah, as far as the by-district basketball game, of course, the guys, I mean, they have the potential. We've seen them play very well at times. There's times that they haven't, but just kind of depends on which team shows up.
Yeah, I mean, we got to number one, protect the basketball. We can't turn it over, give them quick turnovers. You can't do that, give them easy baskets. We got to play great defense. Don't allow them, make them shoot more from the perimeter. I know they got some size and some height, and they got speed. We got to be able to keep them out of the paint, give them easy buckets. We got to rebound on the defensive side to make sure they don't get multiple shots at the basket. And then in the same lines, they run an outstanding full court press trap style defense. We got to be able to break the press, come up some transition basketball, try to get some easy layups. We got to shoot well from the perimeter. We got to have a high percentage average shot, and we got to be able to get some offensive boards on some misses. And when we get the ball in the paint, we got to execute and just maximize our touches. We can't go in there and miss some layups and miss some 2-footers, miss free throws. We just got to play a well-rounded game, which we've seen. At times that we've played extremely well and blown some teams out, and then there's been times where we felt like we should have won some games that we let people, off the hook and didn't finish games and let them come back and let them win. But we definitely have the potential. Whatever happens, it won't be because it either will be or it won't be because our kids don't practice hard, because they practice extremely hard. They're very serious about what they're doing. They want to be successful. They're playing as a team. So either that'll relate into a win, or hopefully it'll relate to a close ball game. But our kids have been working really hard for this opportunity. I'm excited to go watch them tomorrow.
Soccer, both boys and girls are starting the second half of district. Right now they're both in third place behind Stephenville and Salado.
Yeah, and had an opportunity to see everybody in the district now is huge for us. Everybody that we had played had been an unknown. They hadn't been in our district before, so they've seen them, other than Stephenville, but they've seen them. We competed well. We've lost 2 games on the girls' side to Stephenville and Salado. Both are ranked 2 and 4, I think, in the state. I think we're sitting at 20. Those are both one-goal games, so we definitely opportunity to come and win those games. On the boys, the same thing. On the boys' side, it was the same way. Close ball games, had an opportunity to win those. They understand where they're at, what they can do, the opponents they're going to face. Got to continue to beat the teams that we've already beat. Even though we're some close matches, we still got to get out there and compete. But I think they're both going to have the confidence they need to face those opponents in the second round and continue to be successful. Hopefully, maybe knock off some of those teams that beat us in the first round and move up the ladder a little bit in the district race.
Of course, baseball's first game's here in a little bit tonight, but very busy weekend of baseball. Not to jump too far ahead, but very busy weekend of baseball here in town this week.
Yeah, I can go through the rest of the week. It's going to be difficult to remember because there's a lot going on, but we do. Our softball team's going to Abilene to play in an Abilene tournament. Our baseball team will be hosting one of 3 venues, Brownwood, Bangs, and Early. Brown County tournament. That's going to be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, so there's going to be baseball everywhere. Like I said, you can be in Bangs and watch a game, and then you may travel to Brownwood and play a game there, and you may go from Brownwood to play a game in Early or vice versa. But it's going to be it's a big tournament. It's a lot of teams coming in to play in that. Hopefully we can get some revenue from that with the city. That's why we try to do it, is to get some people to stay. I know Parrington's coming. There's a lot of people. It's going to be some great baseball, and it looks like there's going to be some good weather for that, so, which is nice.
Yeah,
so
I think we're hosting a doubleheader Thursday and Saturday, and then 1 game Friday.
Right.
So 5 games out at Morris South Hall Field.
Yeah, and like I said, it's going to be nice weather, and of course we'll get to play at our place, so it's going to be fun to see. We do have track going to Abilene. Like I said before, they're going to run at Abilene Cooper at Shotwell Stadium. We'll be hosting soccer this Thursday against China Spring. We have tennis at Waco. We have boys golf headed to the regional preview. So we have a lot on our plate, and tournaments winding up going through Saturday, and golf as well. So got a busy week. It's so busy that we usually do our FCA in just a little bit at the high school, and we've had to cancel that, maybe move it to next Monday because we have so many kids involved in so many activities, which is exactly what we want. We want our kids participating and being a part of everything. So I'm excited about it, and it's fun, to go watch a little golf like I got to today, then head over to the softball game and catch the end of that, and then catch the baseball game. Hopefully catch it from the start and get to see some athletes out there getting after it for the Brownwood Lions and Lady Lions.
All day long.
All day long.
There you go. Well, we talked about all the spring sports. Anything football-wise going on right now, Coach?
I was thinking about that when I was driving to work this morning. Our kids are working really hard in the weight room, and we've also gone into our second phase, which is the mats and agilities and the running part, working on form running, working on getting our kids faster. We got a lot of what I'm excited about the girls' side. We got a lot of multi-sport girls that are in powerlifting. They're running track. They're playing softball. They're playing soccer. But yet we're making it work to where we're, baseball and softball and soccer starts their practice a little later, so that we can give our kids an opportunity to go to powerlifting workouts and then go to track workouts and still not miss anything with soccer or baseball or softball. So really pleased with the way our coaches are coordinating their practice to give our kids all the opportunities we can to have a fun and successful spring. The more kids we have involved in all of our activities, the better off we're going to be, power in numbers. So I'm excited about that. In the weight room on the boys' side, football-wise, our kids are working hard. I mean, we got the greatest number of kids we had, boys and girls, right now in powerlifting, which is just a testament to their work ethic and their desire to continue to get strong and to get better. Kids are really working hard on the mats. We got a lot of leadership from a bunch of juniors that are going to be seniors next year. And when you look at the 8th period where we have our freshmen, they're working on being sophomores, but we bring our 8th grade over and allow them to work out with us so they can get acclimated to what it's like to be in high school before they get to high school. And our freshmen, our current freshmen, are doing a great job of leading them, leading by example, but also mentoring them and not, you can get in a way where I'm a freshman, you're an 8th grader, you got to listen to me, and that's not what it's like with us. Our kids welcome them in, and the way I explain it to them is you're going to be a senior one day, and you're going to be dependent upon that junior to be successful. So what can you do now to build a relationship with him and make him feel welcome so that when he gets here next year and they're a part of what we're doing, they feel confident and they can be successful when we're not looking down on them. And I know we do that sometimes as kids, but we're really focused on that not happening. But I'm really excited the way those freshmen are leading the 8th grade. And the 8th grade are behind, of course, because it's new to them. It's a different level. It's more intense. It's more it's more strict in what they do. We have the ability to have all of our coaches out there, including the junior high coaches. So there's a lot more coaches to be able to monitor and encourage them and instruct them and teach them. So they're morphing right into what we want them to be, and they're working hard. And like I said, we got good numbers, so I'm excited about it.
Good deal. All right, Star, this is where you take over.
Come on, Star. Monday evening, NASCAR report, the first one of the year. Ricky Stenhouse wins the Daytona 500, followed by one of my guys, Joey Logano. Christopher Bell got third, and my other guy got fourth.
How many guys do you have?
I got two, and she has two. She
All
had
right.
a chance to win it, but they had a caution come out. Kyle Busch was leading with 3 laps left, and they had a caution come out, so it put everything sort of in a debacle. But she had one guy that did not even finish, and the other one crashed and wound up being somewhere in the back somewhere. Who knows?
It doesn't matter. It's only the guy who wins.
Hey, those points don't hurt. I'm ahead of you in the point standing so far, so blah, blah, blah. I am.
Sure
I think so.
I don't know about that.
I think
So
I
y'all
am.
having this contest back and forth to see who's two?
It's
gets
going to
the
be a
most
year.
points?
It's going to go all the way through the year. So it'll be during the middle of next football season before we find out who's standing on top. But right now, I'm in the lead, and I'm bragging, and she's got to eat crow.
I don't think you're in the lead.
See, she's saying.
She's making stuff up.
One of her guys didn't even finish the race.
Yeah, that would sound like a very high point.
He got
total if you don't
wrecked.
finish.
Daytona, if you don't,
Yeah,
if you,
both of them got red.
your chances, if you can just survive and make it to the end, you're successful in that race because there's so many crashes. It's pitiful.
I believe that.
Great.
It's-
And
it's-
Google is
it's-
great.
It's 500
Yeah,
miles,
actually.
and it can get boring if you don't know what you're watching with the draft and all that kind of stuff, but it does get exciting
The
because
last-
there are going to be some big wrecks.
The last 20 laps are always the best.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know why Star enjoys the wrecks because I've ridden in a car with Star. So
She likes to drive like she's in NASCAR.
Yeah, it makes perfect
He
sense
just
to me.
gets scared when I try to draft. Oh,
You got to understand. You
Yeah,
got to
in the
understand.
parking lot.
She getting that. If you don't get in that dirty air, you can't pass anybody. So she draws up there and drafts off of them and then passes them. There's nothing wrong with that.
All right, I'll take your word for it. All right, anything else we want to mention today, Coach?
Yeah, let's thank those that make this show possible. Of course, Auto Glass Magic, Burner Auto Group, Syntex Body and Paint, Syntex Equipment Sales, Citizens National Bank, Dan Hill Containers, Dr. Bond Young, Dr. Pepper Bonding Company, Edward Jones Investments, Hendrick Medical, Howie Enterprises, Humphrey Pete's, Landmark Admin, Heartland Funeral Home, MC Bank, Painter Johnson Associates, Smith and Sharp Agency, Sonic Drive-In, Stanley Chrysler, Texas Bank, Weldon Wilson Electric, Western Bank, and Willie's Teas.
All right, we will be back here Wednesday on the Brownwood Lions Coaches Show on KOXE, KOXE.com, the KOXE app, and the KOXE Facebook page.
Hey, you're driving around, you might as well head over to Morris Southall Field and watch a baseball game and catch the last of the softball game.
That's
So
right.
get out there and watch those kids enjoy the afternoon. Have a great day, Brownwood.